Hi, I'm Ruben.
And I'm Karen.
And this is Fillmore High School News.
So Daisy is off on assignment this week.
Yeah! A week ago, Saturday, both varsity and junior varsity lost to Bishop Diego.
Come on, Flashes, let's get back to first place.
Dia de los Muertos,
or Day of the Dead,
is celebrated in Mexico and many other places throughout the world. Let's see if we can find out the true meaning.
So, what does this Dia de la Muerte mean to you?
To me, Dia de los Muertos, well, here we're just honoring our ancestors, and these are student artworks that they did to honor their loved ones. Actually, this one here is my son's, and that's my dad. So imagine that next to his mom's. Yeah, and what it means, it's a way of remembering our ancestors, a form of prayer. And I did one on Gabriel Garcia Marquez, and this is dedicated to the novel 100 Years of Solitude.
Whoa.
And I put books here just so that people remember all the great stories that exist in books, and how books themselves are like people, friends, and they have souls. So, yeah.
Well, thank you.
Okay, how did the Day of the Dead start?
Dia de los Muertos is a result of something called mestizaje. Mestizaje is like syncretism, or like a mixture of cultures. So when the Spaniards, the conquistadores, actually landed in Mexico, and they came across the Aztecs, or one of the indigenous groups that were present in the area, and they had a ritual. The Spaniards interpreted it as a ritual that was mocking death, but it wasn't in fact mocking death. It was kind of just embracing death, which is very different than European culture. We don't even talk about death. We don't like to think about death. But in Mexico, indigenous culture, they really embrace it. So it's a combination of that indigenous culture in Mexico and the Catholic religion. So it's a fusion between the two, and it resulted in Dia de los Muertos, and it falls on the Catholic calendar All Saints Day, which is November 2nd.
Here we are with the infamous Miss Kathanov, and we're talking about Day of the Dead. Miss Kathanov, what is Day of the Dead?
Day of the Dead is where we celebrate those who have passed on into the next world.
So is Day of the Dead basically like a Mexican Halloween?
It's not Halloween, right?
Because they dress up and all.
You could dress up, but it's not in whatever you want. Like, they wear very specific costumes, right? To look like dead people.
Okay, Esteban, what does the Day of the Dead mean to you?
It means taking the time to respect and celebrate the life of others that have passed.
What kind of things would you do on the Day of the Dead?
What I would do is usually get family together, celebrate with each other, eat food, a lot of food. It's like the best part, good food.
You've heard of the term, you are what you eat. Well, it's more realistic than you think.
Did you have a good breakfast this morning?
No, I don't eat breakfast.
Hi Teresa.
Hi.
How many meals do you eat a day?
I eat 3.
And out of those 3 meals, what do you eat?
For breakfast, I usually eat what the school provides. If not, then I make an egg sandwich in the mornings. For lunch, what the school provides. And for dinner, whatever my mom decides to make, but that's mostly like beans and rice.
What do you think about the food here in Fillmore High School?
I think they should try not making it organic, because it doesn't work out. Like, it just tastes fake and watery and has no flavor at all, and then it just hurts my stomach towards like 5th and 6th period.
What's your daily diet?
Recently I'm trying to stay healthy and not eat any fast food. I'm drinking lots more water and trying to avoid the fast food that slows me down in sports.
How does it feel to work at Carl's Jr.'s if you don't eat fast food?
That's my exception, because I get my breaks and I gotta eat something, so I gotta eat something to survive.
So Giovanni, what are the meals you usually eat when you get home from school?
Well, I usually eat frijoles for lunch. And for dinner, my mom lets me get a little crazy, and I eat frijoles with queso.
Every semester, the Bloodmobile comes in hopes that students donate blood. This not only saves many lives, but it also makes you feel great. I donated. Did you?
No, it hurts.
It doesn't even hurt.
How does it feel to donate blood?
It feels really good, actually. I don't feel any different. And plus, free cookies.
They know the fresh air. How does it feel donating blood?
It's fun. This is my second time donating, and they always ask me to donate because I have the rarest blood type there is. And so, like, if people need like blood transplants and stuff, it'd be kind of hard to find. So they ask me to donate because my blood's the hardest to find.
What type is your blood?
AB negative.
Did it hurt when you stick the needle in?
No.
You feel nothing?
No.
That's it for Fillmore High School News this week. I'm Ruben.
And I'm Karen.
Stay flashy, Fillmore.
Who are you, Daisy?
Right here, these three girls.
Seriously?
Three girls. Which one of them?